You know that moment when you're walking through your living room, maybe carrying a cup of tea, and suddenly your foot catches on the edge of the rug? Your heart jumps, your arms flail, and for one terrifying second, you're sure you're going down. But somehow, you catch yourself, this time. That shaky, heart-pounding feeling? That's what we're going to talk about today. Because here's the truth. Falling isn't just about tripping over rugs or slippery floors. It's about balance. And balance is something we can absolutely improve at any age. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I'm not as steady as I used to be. That's just part of getting older. But here's the good news. Losing your balance doesn't have to be inevitable. Just like strength or flexibility, balance is a skill. And that means, with the right tricks and a little practice, you can walk with more confidence, stand taller, and yes, fear falling a whole lot less. In this video, we'll go over 5 simple but powerful balance tricks that can make a real difference in how you move every day. These aren't complicated exercises or impossible feats. They're practical, doable adjustments that can help you feel more stable on your feet, starting right now. Let's begin with the first trick, the toe tap trick. This one's so easy, you can do it while waiting for your coffee to brew. Here's how it works. Whenever you're standing in place, whether at the kitchen counter, in line at the store, or even brushing your teeth, lift one foot just slightly off the ground and tap your toes in front of you, like you're gently tapping a piano pedal. Alternate feet every few taps. This tiny movement does something remarkable. It teaches your body to adjust to small shifts in weight, which is exactly what keeps you steady when you lose your balance unexpectedly. Think of it like this. Your feet are your body's balance sensors. The more you remind them to stay alert, the quicker they'll react when you need them. Try this for just a minute or two a day, and you might be surprised how quickly it starts to feel natural. Now, the second trick is all about your power stance. No, this isn't a superhero pose, though it might make you feel like one. When you're walking somewhere uneven or crowded, like a parking lot or a sidewalk with cracks, pause for a second and widen your stance just slightly. Imagine you're standing on railroad tracks instead of a tightrope. Feet hip-width apart, toes pointing forward. This simple adjustment gives you a more stable base, making it harder for a stumble to knock you off course. Here's why this works. A narrow stance is like balancing on a single beam. It doesn't take much to tip you, but when you give yourself that little extra space between your feet, your body has more room to catch itself. And here's a bonus tip. If you're feeling really unsteady, try turning your toes out just a tiny bit. That small rotation engages different muscles in your legs and hips, giving you even more stability. Now, before we move on to the next tricks, let's take a moment to appreciate something important. Improving your balance isn't about never wobbling. It's about giving your body the tools to recover when you do. Because here's the secret no one tells you. Even Olympic gymnasts lose their balance sometimes. The difference is, they've trained their bodies to handle it. And with these tricks, you can too. Speaking of training, that brings us to our next game changer. You know, one of the biggest myths about balance is that it's all in your feet. But here's the truth. Your eyes play a huge role too. Think about the last time you walked through a dimly lit room or tried to navigate a shadowy hallway at night. Did you feel yourself slowing down, gripping the walls, or taking extra cautious steps? That's because when your vision can't clearly signal where you are in space, your balance has to work overtime. That brings us to our third trick, the horizon fix. This one's simple but powerful. When you're walking, especially in unfamiliar places or uneven terrain, train yourself to look ahead at the horizon, not down at your feet. I know it feels natural to watch where you're stepping. But here's the problem. Staring at the ground actually throws off your center of gravity, making you more likely to hunch forward and lose stability. Instead, pick a point in the distance, a tree, a sign, even a painting on the wall, and let your peripheral vision handle the ground. Your brain is wired to use visual cues for balance, and locking onto a steady reference point helps you stay upright almost effortlessly. Try this next time you're out for a walk. At first, it might feel strange, like you're trusting your feet more than your eyes. But within a few minutes, you'll notice your stride becomes smoother, your posture straighter, and your confidence grows. And if you're somewhere truly uneven, that's when you combine this with our power stance for double the stability. Now, let's talk about a hidden culprit of balance problems, one most people never suspect: your hips. As we age, our hips can get stiff without us even realizing it, and that stiffness quietly sabotages our ability to recover from stumbles. That's where our fourth trick comes in: the silent march. Here's how it works. Whenever you're standing, waiting for the microwave, watching TV, or even at the sink, lift one knee just an inch or two, hold it for a second, then lower it gently. Alternate legs like you're marching in place, but so slowly and quietly that no one would even notice. This isn't about strength. It's about waking up those tiny stabilizer muscles around your hips that don't get used much in everyday walking. Do this for 30 seconds a few times a day, and over time, you'll notice something remarkable. When you do trip, your hips will react faster to catch you. I learned this trick from a physical therapist who put it perfectly. Your hips are your balance emergency responders. If they're stuck in the station, they can't come rescue you when you need them. And that brings us to a game changer, one that might surprise you because it happens before you even start moving. Now, here's something you might not expect. One of the best ways to improve your balance starts before you even take a single step. It's all about the weight shift wake up, our fifth and final trick. This one's so subtle, you can do it while standing in line at the grocery store or waiting for the bus, and no one will even notice. Here's how it works. When you're about to start walking, pause for just half a second and gently shift your weight from side to side, like a tree swaying in a soft breeze. Rock ever so slightly onto your left foot, then your right, then center yourself again. This tiny movement does something magical. It wakes up your body's proprioception, that fancy word for your brain's awareness of where your body is in space. Think of it as hitting the refresh button on your balance system before you even move. You'll be amazed at how this little habit changes your walking. That first step becomes steadier, your stride feels more intentional, and those sudden stumbles, they'll happen far less often because your body's already checked in with itself. Try it today, before you get up from your chair or take that first step down the hallway. It takes no extra time, just a moment of awareness. Now, let's put all these tricks together, because here's the beautiful thing: they work even better as a team. Start with the weight shift wake up before you walk. Use the horizon fix to keep your gaze steady. Throw in a few toe taps when you're standing still. Practice the silent march to keep those hips responsive. And when the ground feels uneven, widen into your power stance. These aren't exercises you need to schedule. They're little habits that fold seamlessly into your day. Remember, better balance isn't about never wobbling. It's about trusting your body to handle the wobbles when they come. And every time you practice these tricks, you're not just preventing falls. You're reclaiming confidence in every step you take. Whether it's walking through a crowded market, climbing your porch steps, or playing with your grandkids, that freedom is priceless. So start small. Pick one trick today, just one, and notice how it makes you feel. Share in the comments which one you tried or your own favorite balance tip. And if this video helped you, pass it along to a friend who might need it too. After all, we're all in this together. one steady step at a time. Here's to moving through life with strength, grace, and the confidence that comes from knowing your body's got your back. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.